Hey guys, it's Dustin and we are live in the warehouse right now. I know there's a little bit of noise going on. There's some clatter over there. There's some backing up and beeping over here. There's a lot of stuff going on, but we're live in the warehouse. Wanted to bring you guys a little bit different video today. A couple of years ago, we did a top 5 cheap tires that you could get way back in 2019, I think, and it went off crazy well. You guys loved it. You loved the information we brought you. So we thought we'd bring you another one here in 2021 with all the changes that have happened in the tire industry. Now, of course, when we talk about cheap tires, we got to mention that it's not just that they're budget-minded, right? We say cheap as a general consensus for a lower price point tire. That doesn't make them bad. It actually, some of the tires in front of me here are some of my favorite tires that we carry from Custom Offsets. The qualifications for this list, it had to be a 35 12.5 R20. We had to have it in stock ready to ship for you guys, and it had to be right around $1,000 or less. So again, these are all right about $1,000 for a 35 12.5 R20, and they'll come mounted, balanced, and shipped to your door for free if you guys decide to get a wheel and tire package from us. Plus, you'll save a couple bucks on the whole package, so it's pretty cool. You can check all that out at customoffsets.com. So let's get right into the video then. All right, guys, so we're gonna kick it off with this tire right here on my left. This is the Americus Rugged MT. This is a really new tire for us. We've only carried it for about the last 4 to 6 months or so, and personally, I don't have any experience with it. With that being said, I asked around the office a little bit, and the guys that actually over at Anthem Off-Road have a couple of sets of these out there, and they've been really, really happy with them. They're a pretty good price point, mud tire, obviously, big center tread void there, so they look super cool, priced very well, and just a really rock solid tire for those guys. When you look at the tire itself, what you're gonna see is this center, really open, void, center tread patch design. It's got these big wide lugs, so even though it is very open, you still have some good stability there, both on the road and off the road. Probably the coolest part about this tire though is that the stone ejectors are actually little lightning bolts. They call them Thunderbolt stone ejectors, and if you get in, you can see them here in the center of the shoulder lugs. Really cool there. And then of course, as you come down on the sidewall, you've got this nasty, gnarly little design with a lightning bolt there as well. So probably one of the coolest looking tires we've seen so far this year. Mirrors a lot of like the Federal Coraggio stuff, really aggressive mud tire, really wide open tread voids, and really just a cool looking tire. Now, one thing I do want to call out here as we look at this tire compared to some of the other ones, these are all 35 12.5 R20s, but just looking at how wide these tires are, this one does appear to be a bit narrower than some of the other ones. So not a huge deal. Just know that if you're going on a 12 wide or even a 14 wide wheel, that you are going to have a little bit more sidewall stretch than some of the other tires on there. So really solid tire option. Great option to kick the list off first if you're looking for a mud tire. So switching gears from that one, then we're gonna go to the other side of things. We're gonna talk about an all-terrain tire, which I know is a very polar opposite from where we just were. We're going to talk about the Radar Renegade AT5. The Renegade's gonna be an all-terrain tire from Radar, of course, and a really good one at that. It's rated for 50,000 miles, and probably the coolest thing when it comes to Radar as a company is that they're one of the only carbon neutral companies in the world. What does that mean? It means that in 2013, they had an outside firm come in and do a study on the carbon impact of everything tire related in Radar, from the actual tire production to transport, all the way through getting it to the end customer. And then when they did that, they came back and Radar made the commitment to the environment to say, we want to be carbon neutral. So they invested a ton of money, and by 2013, they were the only tire company that is carbon neutral. So super cool there. Doesn't really pertain to the tire so much, but just Radar as a whole has been a really cool company to work with, and they're one of those guys that really cares about giving back and taking care of more than just tires themselves. So when it comes to the AT5 itself, we've had really good luck with it, as we have with all of the Radar tires. They've been a super solid option for us, and they just perform super well. Again, the AT5 is going to be rated for 50,000 miles, which is pretty wild. That's a lot of miles to get out of a truck tire. Next up on this list is another new tire that we brought in here in 2021, and that's gonna be the Landspider Wildtraxx MT. Now listen, I don't know what a Landspider is, or how it's different from a water spider, or maybe an air spider, or God forbid a fire spider, right? Because if they're fire spiders, I'm out, I'm just gonna bail. But either way, this is the Landspider Wildtraxx MT. Again, it's gonna be a mud tire. I'm trying to make a movie here, guys. It's not like you got work to do. So anyway, this is the Landspider Wildtraxx MT. Again, it's a new tire for us, and this one is a 35 12.5 20, just like the other ones we looked at. Again, another mud tire, and this one, rather than having that split center tread patch like the Americus, is gonna have an alternating interlocking center tread design. So what you're gonna find with this one is it is going to have a little bit more rubber on the road, so it's going to be more stable than some of the other tires we looked at today. It's got really deep center tread voids, big open gaps, which means it's gonna make some noise on the road. However, it's going to stay clean when we're in the mud, the snow, the salt, the stuff like that. So really solid tire option. Of course, it's got the stone ejectors you can see right on the edge of the shoulder blocks there. Really good siping to help you make sure you're grabbing traction in the rain or the water, stuff like that. And then a nice, good looking sidewall that's really gonna look good on just about any build. We don't have a ton of experience on this tire. I asked around the office a little bit, and we don't have a lot of guys on them yet. However, we have a couple of builds coming down the road very, very quickly here. There's a cat eye build actually that's gonna look kind of similar to mine. It's my good buddy Ben's. He's going with a 6-inch super lift kit and some other goodies, but he's gonna be on these Wildtraxx MTs as well. So we're super excited to get in front of them, get them out there, really put them through their paces and just see how they handle. Last but certainly not least is a brand new tire for 2021, and this one looks I don't know if I can say that on camera or not, but I'm going to anyway. We are talking the Predator new Mutant. So again, 35 12.5 R20, mud terrain tire by design. Gonna have this really super sweet alternating P design in the tread pattern, because let's face it, who doesn't like having their company logo stuffed in the center patch of their tire? Fuel did something similar a couple years ago. Really liked it, looks super cool. This one is just the same. So this one's gonna feature that wide open siping in the center of the tread, really helping keep that tire clear of some of the mud and debris and snow and stuff like that. Just a great overall tire, looks super cool. Big beefy side lug here, nice aggressive sidewall, really good looking tire. My favorite part about this tire is that it's drilled for studs. So that means that if you live in like Canada or a couple of the states where it's legal to run studs, not only do you have this nasty aggressive tire, but you could stud this and run it all year round, because, you know, what do you want with your traction besides more traction? So really cool tire, super excited. We just put these on John's brand new 2021 truck, and we're really excited. He's had really good luck with them, said that they make just a little bit of a low hum, which I would expect for a mud tire, but nothing super crazy. They ride good, they handle well. So we're excited to get them off the pavement, really test them out and see how they do. With that, guys, that's our list of top 5 tires. Do you have any experience with any of these tires? Let us know down in the comment section below. And as always, if you need wheels, tires, or suspension, you can check all that out at CustomOffsets.com. Peace.